Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make some easy cottles. What is a cottle? This is a cottle. It allows you to pour plaster in and make molds. So let me take one of these out and I'll show you what it is. It's just 4 pieces of plywood with a truss clip attached to it with 2 screws. You could do this project for under 10 bucks if you need to go buy everything from the hardware store. Probably less if you have scraps of stuff at home. Alright, so to get started, what I'm going to do is I have my lumber here and I have my truss clips. This is what they look like. They have ridges. I really like using them because they have these ridges here, and when you put the spring clamp on them, it holds nicely in between these 2 ridges. So I really recommended doing this rather than just a single L brace. Alright, the other thing I have are 5/8 inch screws, and I have a screwdriver and a drill, the drill bit. So what I'm going to do here is first position the truss clip onto the board, and what I want to do is I want to get it into the middle. It doesn't have to be precise, but I'm going to show you how I do that. So this is a 3.5 inch width. I think they call it a 1x4 in the hardware store, but it's 3.5. And then if I put my truss clip over to the edge, it's 2.25. So what I want to do is divide that in half, and so that means 1 1/8 is how far I want to go over. So I'm going to mark that, and it should be a 1 1/8 from this direction too. Alright, so now I know exactly where the center is, and I'm going to use another piece of wood, and I'm going to butt this up against it. And then I'm going to draw my circles inside where the screws go, and then I'm also going to draw a line around where the truss clip goes. Next, I'm going to pre-drill the holes. It's easier to pre-drill, and I used a bit that is smaller than the screw. So I don't want to make it bigger or the same size because I want the grooves of the screws to catch. So I also put on a little piece of masking tape to show me 1/8 of an inch. That's how far down I want the screws to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill. I'm going to put the screws on. Now these are 5/8 inch, and this is, if you measure this, they call it a 1 inch, but it's really 3/4. And I get the 5/8 even though that's kind of close to the other end because part of it is raised up with the truss clip. So what I'm going to do first is just screw in partially the first screw. There's still a lot of movement here. And then I'm going to get the other one going. And I did it about halfway for both of them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to butt it up against this again, because I want to keep that true right angle. And voila! I have my first leg of the cottle. So just repeat on the other 3 and you'll now have a working cottle. You could also go with the bigger sizes. I do mine, and these are 18-inch cottles. I have a 12-inch cottle, and then I also have a 2-foot. The 2-foot cottle, I use a 6-inch board, 6x1. And use the same size. There's only one size truss clip. The only difference with using these guys is that you have to use a different spring clip. This is a 2-inch spring clip, and you'd have to go with a 3-inch spring clip to get down and reach in between those grooves there for the truss clip. Alright, so it's a pretty easy project, under 10 bucks, and good luck!